Well, let's switch gears and talk about some of the stuff that you've done outside of wrestling. I know you've been involved with a lot of different charity organizations, have done a lot of stuff outside of the business as far as giving back. What kinds of things have you done over the years to help out in your community?
Well, what we have done, I live in Cape Coral, Florida, which is the largest city in Southwest Florida, and it's just outside Fort Myers. And we never had any children, me and my wife. When I moved down here in 1999, she was able to transfer from her job. Okay, she was a banker for a extremely large company, and she did some traveling down here pretty much. And, we talked about maybe having a kid, and neither one of us were strong on having that. She was enjoying her career, and I'm enjoying just, I was out playing golf many for years, before I actually took a job driving for the post office, tractor trailer. And uh, what we, and we never did have any kids down the road, but I said, something, we want to do something for children. And a lot of young children are suffering today, and no matter what it was. And as I say, in 19 or 2000, well, maybe it was when I was 35, 36 years old. I'm actually looking for my age, not the year. I invested the money that I made with Vince. And my father was a huge investor in the stock market. He showed me how to invest, and I made a lot of money. And when I was in my mid 30s, I said, something? I said, I don't think I got to worry about money anymore. Not unless I'm just plainly stupid. And down the road, we said, why don't we start donating? Okay. So we looked at children's hospitals, and we talked to some of the administrators and so forth. And we set up a yearly thing. So we donated for years to Nemours Children's Hospital in Orlando, St. Joseph's Children's Hospital in Tampa, and that was for quite a long time. And then we had a children's hospital open up here in Fort Myers, Golisano. So then we decided to stop donating to those two, and since this hospital is now in our community, we started donating here. Okay, and so we still are donating. We also, during these terrible hurricanes that we've had here in Florida, we've donated to the Red Cross. Okay, and I'm not talking about $10 or $15 either. I think we are pretty generous in what we were doing. And as far as actually physically going out to churches and help, and they have plenty of help out there. They're great people that give their time, and they do this. And believe me, there's some churches in our area that can go out 5, 6, 7 blocks, and we can even talk a couple miles. They're in good hands, those people. And but that's what we do, and that's what we continue to do today.
Well, was there like a moment for you that just touched your heart as far as helping someone out or giving back?
Does it make us feel good? Is what you're saying?
Was there a particular moment or particular time when you were helping someone out that was just very heartwarming for you?
Well, it's always heartwarming when you write a check. I mean, it's as simple as that. I mean, money is what people need most of right now, and that buys help for them. And so that's the way we chose to do it. And we were very appreciated. Matter of fact, I think it was just before the COVID broke out. We were invited up to Orlando because the hospital up there was doing a thank you luncheon for all the donators, and I was part of it. There were Tampa Bay hockey players there, some Florida Panther people there, and a whole bunch of other sports celebrities, but I didn't know them. And I was very fortunate that the person there who was doing the pictures for the papers happened to pick me, of all people, professional wrestler out of some real big names that were there that day. And uh, yeah, I mean, that's what it was all about. It was a great thank you, and we appreciated them inviting us and giving us a little award.
Well, why do you feel passionate about giving back to your community?
Um, it's we both look at each other when we see these stories on TV, how children are suffering, and we get that all the time. Kids with cancer. I mean, such at an early age, and when you hear that the kid has beaten cancer, and I'm talking like a 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old children, and we look at each other and say, maybe we were a little bit of part of that, by donating and helping out, because to cure cancer is so expensive these days. And you have to thank such greats like Jack Nicholas, who has Nicholas's Hospital, also in the West Palm Beach area, and Danny Thomas, their hospitals and so forth. But it's a very great feeling. It's good. You feel good at the end of the day. I mean, really do.
Absolutely. Just takes only one person to make a difference.
That's true. Very true.
Yeah.